Wait a minute. Be a good girl. She might be a little bit too big, man. Wait a minute, Jimmy. Wait a minute, babe. Wait a minute, babe. You got it? Can you? When you get a chance, put a lighter in there, something like this. Oh, baby. Hold up, fam. Oh, you know what? And just get us some water. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. We've been really busy over here building, and then cold came through Arizona. We got snow. What, yesterday and the day before? We don't get snow. We got snow. But this is Arizona, so it's already dried up and gone. The desert is bad. But it was like 30 degrees in the daytime in Arizona. They playing with, all kind of weather they playing with right now. It's 46 today. But it's even in that, it's warm. I'm in 2 hoodies. it's a warm 46, you know. So, how's everybody been? We steady building up, getting this place ready for, trying to get everything ready for March. So I'm gonna be just kind of MIA because we're building. And one of the most important things is the studio that we have to build. And then after that, we'll be getting in the temple build in the land. So we just have to accumulate money over there with the GoFundMe. Right now, I think it's like $630 total with Cash App and the actual GoFundMe. If you send money for the GoFundMe, make sure you put on Cash App. Make sure you just leave a comment saying it's for the GoFundMe. I appreciate everybody who believe in the temple build and participate where they can. One of the first things we have to get for the temple temple build is the fencing, and fencing is $20,000. The fencing the 30 acres, and we need that because if we there and y'all coming out and we're camping out, you know, we're gonna be a lot of camping out, RVs, tents, all that kind of stuff. I want y'all to be safe. You know what I mean? There are javelinas out there. I've seen wolves, mountain lion. You know what a javelina is? It's a desert pig. Like in the cartoon with the two, it's a javelina. Well, it's not a boar though. I don't know the difference. He said it's not a boar, but it's all the same to me. It's a wild pig. So, and they cross over the land from our land, from Mexico. They migrate back and forth. I've never seen them hurt nobody, but they say they will. They'll hurt your dog and all this kind of stuff. You know, just so we can have that area fenced in. Then when y'all come out, because we'll have gardens and stuff, so we don't have the animals come in and eat the food. You know, that kind of thing. So the fencing is the first thing we have to get before we can even get the temple itself there, the dome. So just support the temple build, y'all. It's on the GoFundMe. They'll put it in the chat. If it's not already in there, they'll put it in the chat. Thanks to everybody. Another way that you can support us, just buy our products, Zen for Pain, water programs, total healing packet. We're about to have to order more total healing packets. We're almost out again. I guess I should have already ordered, but I've been just so busy. There's a lot going on. And I've had so many of you to reach. So again, thanks for all the support. Continue to support us. I know the Zen for Pain is awesome. If it's working for you, leave a testimony. Even if it's written, I'll put the written word out. Or put your written words in the video. If you don't want us to say your name, say that or whatever. Same thing with the healing packet. If it's working for you, you appreciate that scroll, then leave a testimony for us so we can put it out. But anyway you can, just keep supporting Zen Wombs and what we're doing here. I'm on here today because many people has asked me to speak up about the California fires. A lot of you ask, what do I think about the fires? One thing that I do, depending on the situation, you know what I mean, I like to sit back and watch. And, you know, opposed to giving my opinion as soon as something happened. But just kind of watch and see what's happening. Step back away from everything. Sometimes you see clearer if you move away from things. We don't get a lot of company. We don't go out a lot. And the more you do that, the more your eyes open. I mean, I'm not in the public a lot. I'm not hearing a lot of people talk in my ear all the time. Not even my own voice. It's quiet a lot around me. So you get to see. You can see better that way. A lot of cops in this room right now. You get to see better. Who's here? Hold on, everybody. You got Nicole. Hold on. Scarlet King here. Hold on. James. Hold on. Heartless. Hold on. Sandy G. Hello. Hold on. I am Tesh. Hold on. Jeremiah. Hold on. Liz. Hello, everyone. Hold on, everybody. And Bobby. All my babies here. So sometimes you have to step back. You know what I mean? And again, I do that a lot. I live in step back. Literally. When y'all come to visit me, you'll see. If beings come to my place, if people looking for healing, I mean, I literally don't sit and hang out. It's just not, it's too much to do here. Unless we in a jam session or something. Y'all want to see a lot more of that coming up. Because we're getting the place forward, and I'll show y'all where the spot we're getting built now for the water programs. To create the new ones that I'm doing for y'all organs. So I don't like to speak on things just because they're happening. I like to see what's happening. And right now I don't see what a lot of people see. Coming from different angles. Just so many angles of this thing right now. And then a lot of you said you wanted me to talk about it. I wasn't sure what you wanted me to say. Did you want me to regurgitate what you already heard? Did you want me to say State Farm canceled everybody's insurance? Do you want me to say the mayor is on vacation in Africa? Do you want me to say that the mayor passed a law that they could not refill, or passed a bill or something that they could not refill the reserved water? That's why right now this happened in 6 months. That's why they don't have no water to put the fires out, because there's no water in the hydrants, because they passed away against the law to fill them. And then took the insurance. There's two major companies, I'm sure y'all know who they are, State Farm, and I don't remember the other one, that uninsured everybody. I just see this thing on so many angles. Now Malibu, up and down Malibu, Santa Monica Pier, where this is all happening at, that's one of my favorite places in the world to go. I love to go down to Malibu. 2018, the Guardian sent me down to Malibu. Not 2018. So I decided to arrival day, which is June the 19th. I left June the 18th, and I arrived at Malibu 1 o'clock in the a.m. June the 19th. I found a spot to park the RV, and I walked down to the shoreline. And I said, I know that this is my mission. This is something I have to do. But you said that when I touched the waters, that the floods were going to start. And I said, I don't know if I can. Mind you, this was a still night. The water was still. It was real calm. As I began to speak to the Guardians, the water started to move. Just like when I did the ritual water gun up in the Catalina mountains. So the water coming in, and I said, I don't know if I want this responsibility. You're telling me that the floods are coming to destroy. I was crying. The person was here with me. Y'all know her, the one that was here with the little boy. the high light skinned person and the little boy, she was with me on this journey. He was with me. I said, I'm not going to do it right now. And when I went to leave, when I tell y'all, a wave came in. And before I could get up, and it hit me, and I'm like, I touched the waters. And I just sat there, and then it just kept. The water just, I was crying. Because I knew it was going to come. By the time I got back home from Cali, Japan had flooded. Real bad. Right after Japan flooded, Mississippi flooded. So that year that happened, look it up. That's the year I'm talking about. So my point is, these are two of my favorite places. So I like to go down Santa Monica Pier on Wednesdays. That's when they have. I spin poi. I'm into the flow arts, and they had a big thing down there. Everybody on Wednesdays, and on Saturdays, Sundays down on Venice Beach. I like to play the drums with the drummers. That's the closest to home, because I used to play the drums every Sunday at Druid Hill Park in Baltimore. I was a part of what's called Park Vibe. And I frequent that place. You know, I was always, we used to go down Malibu. Like, you start from Santa Monica Pier, and then you're going down through Malibu. I'm not sure that direction, but you're going down in Malibu, and then where all the surf is at. That gas station and food places up on the hills is Will Smith big ass house. You know, a studio apartment down there. I always said I would love to live off the water, because I work with water. To live up off the ocean, you know. But you know how it is with beachfront property. A studio is about $2,000 for a studio apartment in Malibu. But as far as happening that's the super rich. I mean, these are people who turned their back on the world, and people who turned their back on them people in Carolinas. These people down here that's burning up now had enough money to take care of all those people. But it's the Amish. The Amish down there building them houses and stuff in a day. They build 15 houses, tiny houses in a day down there. Best quality. My teardrop come from the Amish. I'm watching rich people cry. I'm watching, you know, it was one guy on a bike, and the newsman asked him, he said, what can I do to help you? He was riding, he took these two paintings. You know, that shit was worth some money. The newsman said, I got it for you. Just hit me up at the station, and we'll take care of you. On that note, I honestly don't know how I feel. I'm sad for anybody who was lost in life. Like, I feel that. I'm empathetic to that. Anybody that was tortured in any kind of way in it. I'm heartbroken for the animals and the trees more than I am for the people, honestly. The deer running around and don't know where to go. The deer that's fucking on fire. Like, that's bothering me. That makes me cry right now. That bothers me. Not the people so much. The innocents. Children. Y'all wanted me to go live about the California wildfires. And you wanted to know what I think. I think everything I'm looking at is bullshit. That's what I think. And I just think, I know a lot of people heard about that girl, Allie, what's her name? Allie Carter. You know, the young girl who's been out there putting out all the Diddy situation business. She came out, she the one who came out and said that they called the kids, party favors, and talked about the things they did to the children. She talked about the underground cities. One, that's so wild what she talked about with the underground cities. Y'all remember my book I wrote that y'all want me to put out? final hour. And remember where DH Double's hideout was the underground city that she's describing in my book. So that's pretty wild, I thought. I just saw that today. As a matter of fact, they brought it to me about her things. But when I, on the surface, when I look at it, that's messed up. It's effed up what she talking about, what they did to her and the children, and she basically said, people call it a prophecy. It's not a prophecy. It was a revelation. She was revealing something that she knew. It wasn't prophetic. She was saying that, watch the fires that's coming, that's what she knew or heard about that was going to happen. First off, I'm feeling like with the whole Diddy situation, let's go back a little bit. 6 months or more when I told y'all that they were moving Hollywood to Texas. Did y'all forget about that? Anybody who remember that, put a 1 in the chat. That they are moving Hollywood to Texas, and one of the O's, Oklahoma, Idaho, or the other O, Ohio. I don't think it's Ohio. I think it's Oklahoma that they moving. So but what I heard, all of that destruction that happened in Texas, they was basically terraforming. They were changing it to release certain energies in the ground down there. And the same thing was happening in I think it was Oklahoma at the same time. Because they are moving Hollywood. So what's happening right now, to me, look like a ritual. Just like it was fires that happened in Texas and Oklahoma to get prepared for Hollywood. The warlocks and witches. Hollywood is the stick of a warlock. That's what the staff of witches made from. The Hollywood. Right? So they were moving anyway. Now, when the Diddler got incarcerated, everybody started saying, look at the celebrities leaving. They guilty. Denzel, Beyonce, all of them sold their houses down here. Elon sold his houses down here. What's that one that can sing real good? Not Babyface, we get with an L. Legend. Sold his house. Will and Jada sold their houses. Everybody said that was because of Diddy. You want to know what I think about what's going on? This is just when I step back, what I see. I'm thinking like, maybe they used Diddy. Maybe they used as a scapegoat for what they was about to do, and those that are considered the elite and that was a part of all of this shit got ghosts. But everybody was going to put it on Diddy and not like they leave first, then the fires happen, they destroy everything, and then be like, oh, they all knew about it. No, they had a reason. They had a reason that they left. That's what it looked like to me. And this girl, Ally, Carter, I don't believe shit she talking about. My spirit don't. I feel like she's planted to keep your eyes looking at this shit, at Diddy and all of this, and that's what they burning up evidence. Why would they have to burn up evidence if they this big? If they are so huge that they could take out a whole city, why the fuck would they have to burn evidence? They just get rid of who the fuck they need to get rid of. Mind you, in all of this, Diddy Mansion didn't burn. Nothing happened to it. Why would they have to do this to get rid of evidence? It's bullshit. And her ass is bullshit. She hit me she make my stomach sick. I don't know what it is. Or my spidey senses start tingling when I listen to this chick. First off, miss, if you are who you say you are, if you really about to, if you speaking on the next person that get arrested is going to rock the world. If it's that fucking big, why are you still alive talking about that shit? Talking about somebody following you. They would do more than follow your ass. You ain't nothing to take out. They take out people way bigger than you. They snipe your ass from a mile away, and you know them snipers, they be watching the wind and the bullets and shit. You be gone. What are you talking about? Anybody got to follow you? Unless they knew, unless they were trying to figure out, are you on some bullshit? But they already know you are, because you sitting out there telling everything. There are tunnels. That ain't no secret. What's that? Yo, what is that called? It's like a game. Everybody call it, or something like that. People, when people go in like these virtual reality worlds or something, they call it the back end, or the something end, or the, what they call that? Like, and they be like, oh, they lost in the back world. What's that called? Somebody know what I'm talking about. What's that called, Heartless? What is it? Anybody see anything yet? No. Like, they'll be like, they lost in the back something. What is this? Somebody said something.
Back rooms.
The back rooms. That's what she's describing. You gotta remember, all these people, Hollywood, every singer's an actor. All of this shit, this is one big kaboom. This is one, she is part, to me, my spirit, she's part the whole shit. They put her out, what's going on with Diddy, all of this shit. Cause they got you, that's what they want you to look at. They could take her ass out as soon as she go live, no matter where she going live from, because they can pinpoint the location. This is bullshit. They got satellites that can pick up a pin on the ground. This is bullshit. She would be another assignment. How in the hell? That's why I fuck with her, Billy Carson, that Greer man, because they talking about too much and they don't even have to hide. Say that shit from a cardboard box 10 feet in the ground somewhere. You bullshit. You are not calling out no goddamn disclosure and revealing shit that these people that paid for, took out for, lied for, did so much for to hide, and your black ass get to just go on the microphone and tell the whole world, and they're talking, oh, you see millions of people watching. It's all theater. We're looking at one big show. To the person who said to me a couple months back, a couple people, one female said, you've been saying this for years and ain't shit happened next yet. What I told y'all was, the shit they about to do is so sinister, it's going to affect the entire universe. What I told you was, get out of the cities. You have been warned. I've been saying this shit for at least 7 years. And because I've been saying it, you say nothing's happened yet. And I'm going to say to you today, you're a fucking idiot. Because what if Source had me to warn you that long so you had time to leave? I keep saying that. Y'all act like you want the warning just before you fall in the hole so you can slip. Y'all so used to seeing the ugly, you can't grasp the good. You can't grasp the warning because you're so fucking negative. Listen, y'all wanted me to go live and say what I think about fires in California. I think a whole lot more people are about to perish is what I think. LA gone. Carolina's gone. This is the beginning of the shit they about to do. Get the fuck out the city. That's what I think. I think you've had time. I think you are not hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth. I think you need to get to the safe zones before it's too late. How about, I won't put your names out there, but I'm going to speak this. For those of you talking to me in the emails and stuff, and I wish I listened to you. You know, when you said this 6 years ago, I went and got an RV and this and that, and then I sold all my stuff because nothing happened a year or two later. Somebody hit me up and was telling me how they ate all their stuff out their store. I don't mean to laugh, but it's just like, what? Because nothing happened. When I said it was, I never said when. I just said, I promise you it's going to. Just listen. Today, before I even say it, I'm going to let her say it. Today, we woke up to what little disaster? I'm not going to look at you. They're going to think I'm telling you. Because you don't know what I'm talking about, so you know it's for real. Today, we woke up on the phone.
Oh, electricity went out.
Why did it say loud?
The power went out.
Today, we woke up 20 degrees in the desert with no electricity. But you know what we had? We had battery packs to get out, generators to get out. Look, I made a call. I hit this one. Oh, damn, my phone on 3%. I ain't charging last night. Don't worry about it. Here, take that battery pack. No, I got 4 over there. Oh no, we got this generator. Oh, we got this generator. Oh, we got this generator. Oh no, we got this emergency heater. Oh no, it's cold as hell. We might have to get you might have to get that brick thing you made a secret for emergency fire. No, we good because I still got some butane for that little heater right there. Oh, and we got some propane over here for the jackery. Listen, not the jackery, the Mr. heater. Talk about. Because you never know when you're going to need it. I tell y'all that every disaster. We had no worries today. Except for we had to go out into this part of the property and go get shit in the cold. We weren't worried though. A lot of y'all gonna be worried. And I promise you when shit go down, y'all gonna remember me. I've had people when shit went down in Florida, Texas, and the Carolinas to hit me up and say, you told us to be prepared. A lot of people will say, so what do you do when you ain't got nowhere to go? I gave y'all solutions for all of that. Because you have more than enough time when you was getting your hair and nails did, and your fresh ass haircuts, and the latest rims on your car, and all this stupid shit that our people do. You have more than enough time, more than enough tax time seasons that come around, that you could have got yourself a van that everything under the hood work, and I don't care what the aesthetics look like, long everything under that hood work. Go get yourself a $400 hitch from U-Haul. They put it on for you. Go get yourself a little cargo carrier. It costs about $2,300. Unless you can go get a deal. Some used one or something. That way you can turn a cargo carrier into a house. You can put that on the back of a car. Like me, I carry a Zenmobile with me on the back of this. I got a cargo carrier at the house where we take trash to the dump. Go on the back of my car. Know your weight limits. And you're gonna fix that thing up the best way you can. Put a jackery in there. Have your stuff you need. Even, listen, people were so rich in this situation. They were so rich that I guess they didn't even think they needed a storehouse because they was too rich. A lot of them, everything they owned was in that house, in them houses. That's where all their money went. They didn't have much more left outside of that. They owned all of that. Businesses, everything gone. I mean, you got some of them so rich, they're in the culture right now. They ain't worried about that. Like, they just lost a lot of personal and dear things, but they can restart. A lot of us don't have that luxury to restart. That's why you should always be in prep. And I just want to accept the whole board thing because our people make money. We get enough money that comes through our community and we waste a lot. You got enough to get a pack of cigarettes every day, every other day. They $10 a pack or something like that now, ain't they? You making that happen, that's $70 a week. $40 a week in cigarettes. How much you spend on weed? You're not broke. How much you spend on whatever you wrap your weed in? You're not broke. You bought exactly what you want. But then you don't say I don't have no money for a storehouse. I don't have no money. Yes, you do. You know, for those who can afford this much, if you can save $400 a year in 10 years, I think you have like $250,000. $400. Don't look back at it. 10 years. If you had half that, do the math. Our people don't save. I told y'all before, I always save my change. Every year, at the end of the year, I would take all the change that I save and go on vacation, which is normally between $700 to $1,500 in change. And even though everything on card now, I like to keep cash with me just so I could buy something $12.01. I'm gonna give them $13. And when they say don't worry about the penny, I was like, no, give me my change. I want to worry about the penny. Because we just wasted anyway. So save that, never look back on it, and you'll see how much money you really do have. We don't do no savings, we don't do no prepping. How do we have children and don't prep? Come on, I got an insurance card for my dogs. How do we have children and don't prep? What do I think about Cali? I think I told y'all to get out the cities. I think y'all need to prepare for way more than what you're looking at. I think it's all a goddamn scheme. I think it's Cali. I think they into Hollywood and warlocks and witches, and it's a spell being cast. I don't think it's the opposite. I don't think it's God doing it. I don't think they being punished. Well, some of them, but they being punished by their own compadres and shit. Or people who wasn't with the shits. They getting rid of people. But a lot of people left Hollywood, Beverly Hills, LA, Malibu, Santa Monica. A lot of people left before this happened. That's what I know for a fact. So somebody knew something. That's what I think about California. But I'm not so pressed about it because I will blow a gasket trying to figure it out. It will reveal itself. My concern is getting me right. My concern right now is raising my vibration because that's their business. Because that's what they want. They want all of our energy just focused that way. The more they got to focus on, the more alley Carters that come out, the more smoke screens they can throw at us, the less we are developing spiritually to defeat their ass. Because we have that ability. Let me tell y'all something. I've been watching this too. Because there are a lot of people that participate and meditate at 8. We still meditate. Whether I talk about it or not, this is what we do. My alarm go off every night at 8 o'clock. I stop. I give it from 5 minutes to sometime hours. I put my energy and meditate at 8. And I'm watching a lot of things happen with governments right now. I really think it's working. Sometimes, you know, you can hear something and you know that energy relates to you. Can I have one of them? Because I got a dry cough. I forgot to bring water. My stomach feels a little weird. I'm queasy. There's a lot of little things happening with governments right now. See, listen. It's like being in the military. Imagine yourself being in the military and you are part of this battalion or this squad, right? And you out there. Blow up happening over here, blow up happening over here. You know, all kinds of things just going down, the opposite, the opposing people and all over the place, parachuting down. What if in that scenario, your focus was on the leaders? Who really started this? Why they started this? Who's doing it and who not? What happens if everybody in your squad was thinking like that? Y'all gonna get taken out. That's why the military, everybody has a place. That's none of your goddamn business, private. This is what you should be doing. This is what you should be doing, sergeant. You lieutenant. So everybody got to be good at what they do. So as a whole, they make a good team. When somebody get out of that teamwork, they throw your ass in a stockade. Military jail. That's where you're going to. That's like this out here. Everybody has a place, but out here is so much chaos. Nobody is in their work. Everybody want to be everything. Everybody want to figure out what everybody else doing. Who started the fire in California? Who did that? What are you doing and what are you supposed to be doing? The spiritual community don't make a good team. We're not making a good team because everybody is not focused on their goddamn job. Focus on high vibration. Focus on getting ourselves whole. And focus on divine vibration. Focus on your ass underwater programs so that you can protect your DNA. So that you can reform yourself. So that you can take these frequencies and elevate higher and faster and become the superhuman that you're supposed to be. How about we do that? Because everything else is going to show itself. How about we stop giving them so much goddamn attention? How about I didn't put the GPS on to know where I'm going? I'm trying to get this. Read the comments for me. Tell me what they say.
Jeremiah says we're doing.
Yeah, speak up for me, son.
Jeremiah says we're doing great.
Huh?
Jeremiah says we're doing great. Zuri says greetings.
You're still really low. You're really low.
Zuri says greetings. Bree says Hodak. Bobby says yes, I've been to both of those drum circles, Santa Monica and Venus. Freethinker says they're clearing out that land to put them drones up. Freethinker says they're resetting the monopoly board. Freethinker says only to build on top, take control of the sky using drones and the sky tech. Freethinker says I told people to watch Wild Rebot in 2024 after it burned down a robot will come out and assist us to make life better, but it's not. Freethinker says wild robot equals reboot. Sandy says, yes, some of the fire was covered up, then the winds carry the fire. Jeremiah says, where can we get the book Final Hour?
I haven't put it out yet.
Freethinker says, Earth is their house anyway. They're in our house and we've allowed them in. Freethinker says, we have strangers in our house and we're not doing nothing about it. Just that simple laugh out loud, why we playing. Nicole says, Allie also was calling out politicians, teachers, judges, and the like too.
Why she alive? Anyway, that's just my opinion. Because again, that's just my opinion. I'm not going to put that much thought into it though. Because I got this fast coming up. This deep south fast one coming up. I'm waiting for some stuff to come in the mail for the fast now. And that's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on getting the ranch in order. So we can have a really good space to express ourselves and create and develop ourselves spiritually. That's where I'm at.
Heartless says back rooms. Jeremiah says metaverse. Bahama Mama says distractions. Mississippi woman says, hey, Seekaboo.
What up?
Doreen says set up to make California a 15-minute smart city.
Probably.
Mississippi woman says enjoying the water program helps with insomnia, so good.
Good. Which one you get? Mississippi.
Mississippi says they were using the thick fog to cover the sky, and now it's fire out of control in Cali, blowing at hurricane force winds.
Right.
Doreen says exactly. Doreen says direct energy weapons. Doreen says the movie industry is done. Grateful Gardener says, hey Sika, I just said the same thing yesterday. I don't think this is God either. I think this is how they roll into 15-minute cities. Reminds me of what was done in Hawaii. Doreen says, and Paradise, California. Stoic says, Hodak family.
Hodak Stoic.
Mississippi says, God is coming in the tsunami. This is just the beginning. Marie says, what I don't get is how they can't put the fire out. Doreen says, AI, no more real films. Grateful Gardener says, at Marie Renee, that part.
Remember they was like, everybody gonna own nothing and be grateful, right? So for the super, if they do this to the super rich, I'm thinking this too. This the rich and super rich. What do you think they're gonna do to the people that's not so rich? So once they take these lands, just like in North Carolina, because of the disaster, they're gonna be able to claim all this land. They got plans. Why we need to be focused in so deep spiritually so we can see through them and not guess them. They changing all kind of laws. I was just listening to, I wasn't going to say his channel name, but he's a homophobe, so fuck him. I ain't sending no people over there, but I was just listening to his little fat ass, and he was saying about the new real estate laws. They're changing how, like for the younger kids coming up, well, not just them, but people who want to buy. If you ain't bought yet, it's about to change. So if you already in, it's almost like you're grandfathered in. But they're changing the laws on how you can buy. So even the rich, it ain't gonna be matter how much money they got, because they're not gonna be able to own in a minute. Remember Klaus Schwab, whatever his name is, you will nothing, and you will be happy. That was for everybody he was talking to. It's bigger than what we're looking at. That's why I think Annie she's part of the smoke screen to get you looking that way and not at the 15-minute cities. You know what I'm saying? She don't separate with me. What they say?
MZ says Meta headquarters just moved from Cali to Texas. Interesting.
Right, because Hollywood just moved. Hollywood told y'all it's moving to Texas. I told y'all this 6 months ago. Hollywood's moving to Texas and Oklahoma. I just told y'all this. Yeah, I think it's Oklahoma because they close to each other. That's why Texas was in flames. They were stirring them browns up, doing them rituals down there. Y'all got to know that is real. Everything's a ritual. Even when it started out here, Hollywood is the wood of a warlock. That's the tree of the warlock and witches. People say from back in the day know this day. When you see the magicians on stage, that's Hollywood they got. They're still participating in that. It hasn't gone anywhere. It looked different. The face changed, not the ritual. Because I'm a magician. Call me a witch. You a witch. If you took some rice and some potatoes and some vegetables and some oil and some shit and you put it in a pot and it turned out to be chicken noodle soup, that's alchemy. Because rice went from, you change rice from this form to an edible form. You change the potato from this to that. Fried potatoes. You see what I'm saying? It's all magic. What is magic? But the manipulation of energy. Magic is manipulation of energy. If I say something on here that will move you, I have manipulated your energy. That makes me the magician. Magic is just the manipulation of energy, and we do that all day long. Your energy gets manipulated when you cut the radio on. If it's either going to be on 440 hertz, driving you ass crazy, you can go to 432 hertz. That's going to send you into the frequencies of the universe. All of it is the manipulation of energy. Right now, we just put a subfloor down in a house, right? So when people come to my house and split the house, it's like, oh my God, this don't even look like the same place. It was cabinets that was up, and there was up walls that was up that's gone now. New walls are being put up. Imagine that in a time lapse. It's magic. You're manipulating things. How do you turn rock to sheetrock? How do you turn sand into glass? How do you turn a piece of wood to ash? It's magic. It's the manipulation of energy. And these people in Hollywood has mastered that. We bullshit. That's all they do. They got their little secret places, their little secret groves they go to down in California. You know what I'm talking about, the one that's called Bohemian. They got their little tea parties they go to. Their little rituals they do. Hollywood ain't going nowhere. It's just going somewhere as you know it. Like somebody just said, we already know that. It's about to be all AI. They had a problem with shutting, I don't remember what it was that it come to me. They had a problem with shutting AI down the other day. They wanted this AI, it was like, I don't know, it wasn't a car, it was some kind of electronic or something. They wanted to shut it down to create a new one. And that one, the old one, threw a fit. How about that shit? The old AI threw a fit. It didn't want to go. was convincing them not to shut it down. And outside of the program, it was convincing them its usage, y'all. So that's just like saying your computer started talking to you, but it doesn't have what it needs to build itself some arms so it can slap the shit out you or stop you on its own, so all it can do is communicate with you through your language. That's some wild shit, and that's happening right now on the planet. What they say?
Steve-O says the drones are looking for nukes and LA is about to have a tsunami. Doreen says, I remember. Willie G says, Hodak, my Sikin, my family, his house with us. Butterfly says, I agree. Allie makes me squint my eyes at her. Stoic says, wow. Doreen says, they're safe zones. Stoic says, Hodak, Willie G. Stoic says, my ears just started twitching, thumping when you said Hollywood is the wood of a warlock. Doreen says, bingo. Stoic says, twitching. Sandy says, the earthquakes in California, San Francisco, and San Andreas fault start to increase a little.
I told y'all with the eclipse brought the warning of what? Seismic activity is going to get worse. Get out of the cities. Damn sure enough, get off the fault line.
Stoic, Righteous says, nothing. Stoic says at Doreen Doss, yes, Doreen, my ears have been thumping for a month straight now, and I'm not really sure why, but it doesn't hurt or anything. It just gets my attention when it happens. Doreen says, Stoic, oh my God, same here as me thinking it's my blood pressure.
So when I think about the fires in LA, I think mind your business and get your life straight. I'm sorry, that's what I think. I think we got some serious spiritual work to do with ourselves. I think we need to be praying together. I think we need some unification in a spiritual community. I think we need to let them motherfuckers do what they doing, because it's going to come time now that we need to be defeating that. We need, why we can't put the fire out? Because we don't work our magic. Somebody said there's a firebender. Somebody said a firebender was in Cali doing all this. If they done in lighting matches like I heard they was, that's exactly what the hell they are. They firebenders. One time, and I'm gonna go in a minute. One time, my first trip to New Mexico. It was a journey. Y'all would love to hear the stories, and I promise you they all true. We coming across, we wind up in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we saw a KOA. That's where you can camp at, Camping America. We saw a KOA, right? So we said, let's camp here for the night. We set about camp. Nobody there, but I think one other car, maybe two. And then we was freaking ourselves out there. We had never been in the desert and shit. We was sitting out. The three of us was sitting out in the field, and we was talking about being in the desert. Oh my God, look at this sky! Like I'm telling you, it's nothing like anybody who live out west know what I'm talking about. It's nothing like a western sky. You can see the Milky Way. You can see the asteroid belt. So we talking about that, like we like, oh my God, like look at this, we doing all that kind of shit. And then I got in the mood. Sometimes I get like extremely goofy. That might be for me just spending so much time alone. I don't know, but when I go there, I'm there. And I was in mood. So I'm sitting there and I'm like leaning back, looking at the two of them, right? So I was like, guess what, y'all? I said, think about it. Look how dark it is out here. Because you can't see. It's like, don't we have our flashlights because you admiring the sky. I said, y'all know we in the desert, right? What if all around us right now was scorpions? Before I could finish, they was running. But then I'm scared because they left my hand. They hauled ass back to camp. And I'm screaming, wait. I'm laughing, trying to gather my stuff. So we get back to camp. I go inside the tent. They was like, why? And I'm laughing my ass off. They like, why would you do that? You play too much, Sika. Why would you do that? So everything settled down, and I'm still in mood though, right? So anybody ever seen that movie, Bram Stoker's Dracula? Look up that particular Dracula story. Bram Stoker's, it's called. And he was in love with Mina. And then Mina and him had this little thing, but then Mina like, no, I'm going to be with my husband. And he heard that Mina got married. And he went in this room full of candles. He was real ugly because he could change from the man to this big bat thing, and then the green smoke, and then a wolf, and then a Bigfoot. He could change all these things. And he was in change like, I don't know, what the fuck is that? He was in a change of the thingy. And he just starts saying, winds. All of a sudden, he got a lisp. He was like, winds. Yo, please look it up. Just look up winds. And you see what I'm talking about? Winds on Bram Stoker's Dracula. Winds. And he started blowing, the candle started blowing out. So I was thinking about that. And I'm sitting in the tent. And I started going, winds. They was like, what? Because they already kind of mad at the scorpion thing. I was like, winds. And they was like, look, I got real into it. Like, I went in character. Oh, it's my turn. I went in character, right? And I'm screaming in the tent. And I promise y'all, all of a sudden, the tent started going a little bit. By the time this thing came to a head, everybody was standing in a corner to hold the tent down. Keffa and Jasmine was crying. They was like, what have you done? And I'm like, I don't know. What have you done? I was like, all right. I'm laughing still. I'm like, oh shit. I said, wait. What can I do? All right, let me go get the car. I'm going to go get the car and block, whatever the way the wind come and block the tent. When I tell you I had to zipping down the thing, I'm fighting the wind. I'm fighting the wind. Get out the tent. Nothing going on out there. And I'm screaming to them like, there's no wind out here. And I got it on camera. Listen, I got the car. I pulled the car in front of the tent. And the video camera was in there. And I'm talking. I'm like, look, there's no wind. These trees aren't moving. This was all when it's moving real slight. There's no wind. And I showed the tent going crazy. So I put the car there. It doesn't stop shit. I go back in there and I'm fighting the wind like, and I'm like, it ain't no wind out there. They was like, you better make it stop. I sat in the middle of the tent. I said, I don't know. I went Indian style. Put my hands, I said, let me get serious. And I just started calling the winds to cease. Winds cease. Wind stop. And it stopped. My point to telling y'all that story, I made those winds that day. I don't know what I did. Listen, but what it is stories you have and what can we do together is what the point to that. If I can do that, let me tell you something else I can do. Certain people come in my life, we manifest together. Like something happened. Like Keffa and I has been together for 27 years and we've never been broke. Together, Keffa and our energy is nothing we gotta really do. Our energy get us money all the time. All the time. Even when we've been in situations where we were tight, we've never been out. We never ran out. If we was tight and she lost her job or something like that, I had just enough savings to carry us. I might have been mad that I had to use the savings, but I had just enough to carry us. That's me and Keffa energy. We get paper together. The last person that was here, we could manifest anything together. It's like, I would say, like me and the last person that's here, we realized that there was a power. Like, we always just get whatever we speak together. So we say, okay, I want $100. Let's do it together. What do we want? She say, We want $100, and not just $100. We want $100 bill. I said, let's go for it. We went to the gas station. We went to Walmart. She come out of Walmart. I see her right there talking to this old white lady, Caucasian woman. She's talking to her, and she like, oh, I gotta make a left, right. She talking to her, and I'm like, she said, you won't believe. I said, what? And she gave me $100 bill. I said, where you get that? She said, that lady. She said, lady walked up to me and said, miss, please don't be offended, but I have to give you this. And she opened her wallet. And she was like, well, she said, please, I don't know why, but when God tell me to do something, I have to do it. And I have to give you $100 today. And she said to her, I know just why you give me that. It came to me. Adrian and I, what's our ability?
Get free stuff.
We get free stuff everywhere we go. So I said the other day, I think that thing, that power. Let's do it on purpose. Oh, hold up. I said, is this that? We said, okay, of course we fat, so this is what we we was like, what we want free? Adrian holler, food. Okay, food. We just started speaking it. It's already done. Da 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 da. And I called. We want it today. Whole day went by. We forgot about it. We ain't get no free food. But I promise you, the next day when we left the house, we went to Tropical Smoothie and left out of there with 3 free smoothies. Am I lying? Mm-mm. They gave us a ticket, another ticket. I don't know how we did that. When we got to the counter, his computer shut down. My phone started acting crazy. His computer shut down. I went to use my points. So he was like, well, everything just crashed. Don't worry about it. I just gave them to y'all. And as I was pulling off, I said the free food. So we want to make sure it's that, because we just called on something else free. We'll see. Because that's kind of a big free thing to get. So we'll see. Point is, when people lock their energies, when we lock our powers, we all have them. And we people over here that are not in denial that we have abilities. We know we should have been in or started X-Men school. So we're not in denial of that. But a lot of people are in denial, and that's why they wanted us. They want you in denial and just believing the shit in Hollywood, but something you can't do. Because they'll show you in the movies what you could do, but then they'll tell you in church that you can't. At the same time, they gave you a book to tell you that you are out of order to believe this. That you have these abilities and you have these powers. And your mother told you, stop talking like that because that's of the devil. Because that's what she learned in her church. It wasn't her fault, but that's what she learned in her church. Let me tell you something else. If ever you see me with a pimple on my face, oh shit, Adrian, if they see me with a pimple on my face, what happened? Say it out loud, Adrian, say it.
You was watching the Pimple Popper show.
Listen, y'all. Listen to me. Wait. Listen to me. I don't know. I got a fixation with them damn pimple popping shit. I be serious about life, serious about spirituality. That one them come across my screen, I'm like, that's my sin. I don't know. I'll watch that shit and watch it. But I have to watch it with a certain attitude. Like, don't get so into it. Cause like I'm that person. I like this. I'll squeeze the pimple on my person. Like, oh, let me get that. I'm that person. So I gotta watch it, but don't be a part of it. Like, keep my mind clear. I'm gonna tell you some real shit right now. Cause if I get into that feeling, like right now, check yourself right now. What feeling are you in watching me? You feeling it? You laughing, you got a little churn in you maybe, like that. Now cut it off and just watch me with a straight face. Kill that emotion. Because a lot of you just had emotion. Take it away. Stop. Like that. I've learned to control that emotion like that. So I have to stop and watch it. I do a lot. Like I watch movies where people are like, like I have no emotion. I constantly tell myself this isn't real. What's the point? And I don't get into stuff like that. But when it comes to pimple popper, sometimes I lose my way. Right? If I get into the emotion, damn, I'll get a pimple. The next day I manifest it. I don't know how I do it. 2 nights ago, I'm not lying to y'all, I could show you on this phone what I was watching on YouTube. I was watching black heads and people head, black heads, and I'm like, wow. And I was looking at that because it went from one thing and just went into that, and I'm looking to it. I'm like, damn. Like I wanted to pop that fork. I'm like, pull the hair out that motherfucker. And while I was watching, I got that feeling like, oh, like I got to, and it's a feeling I get, like the feeling, that emotion just now. I could feel it. Oh shit. When I went to bed, which was like, I shut the phone down. I'm like, it's time for me to get my rest and go into my meditation. I shut the phone down. I got a sharp pain itch in my head. And it got me. I was itching for about, I'm not lying, about 10 minutes. Like, what is this? Looking at it, and what the hell happened to me? Last night, when I went to bed, I got a pimple in my head. I never in my life had a pimple in my head. I'm like, what in the, ouch, this hurt. What's wrong with my head? Ouch. Ouch. And I'm looking at it in the mirror. What the, you can just feel it. Like, what is this? And I took some honey and put it on it because it's swollen up. What the hell is wrong with me? Put some honey on it. Manuka honey, and put a Band-Aid on it. I woke up this AM with a pimple, like with a white pop, like a pop, what I saw on the camera in my head this AM. That's straight power. But that's the power we hold. But we won't put it together. We won't get serious. We won't do the rituals together that we need to do. That's a power. I manifest that in my body. If I could just manifest 50 pounds off, I'd be good. I manifest that in my body. Mary, you falling. Did you just fall out? Here, sit down. You fell out. Lay down. Come on, boo-boo. You just fell off my shoulders. Here, go back. Lay down. He tripping. You don't know what he... Okay, no. Come on. Mary. He's sleepwalking. Mary, here. Go home. Go in your house. Come on, baby. Go in your house. Okay, you can stay right there then. What happens when we do it together, y'all? You know you have similar stories. You know things have happened. And even though, take it to your window, Adrian. Come on, I can't. Even though they told you it was a lie, they told you G was crazy, you know you not. And now you know that you're in a time that you can express that and be that. It doesn't matter your age. A lot of y'all quick to go to too old, just, you're not too old. This is probably the time that we need you now to wake up. Because we need everybody in this fight. What do you have? What can you do? That's why we're going into this 48-week cleanse. Because every day we have to practice our magic for an hour. Every day we have to go into creation. Every day of the 48 weeks. Because I'm telling you something, they practice every day. They're in their magic. The symbols are all around them. They're working their magic. They write it down. They casting spells. Even in the news, it's called a newscaster. They casting spells on you all day long. That's why they mostly share the negative of the news. Because they cast the weathercast. They casting spells on us. They know when they're going to spray the sky that it's going to be extremely cloudy. It's going to be cloudy for the next 5 days. They're casting all day long. Words are spells. Spell a word. Cast a spell. And these beings know it in Hollywood. The sacred stick of the warlock Hollywood. They casting and moving their wands. Even Tinkerbell, she moves her wand over your ass. Y'all talk to me about the damn Bible. You've been casting on the whole time. They cast on you with the music. What they saying, Adrian?
Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, they got a lot of stuff going on here. Stoic, oh my God, same here, has me thinking it's my blood pressure. Okay, that's one. Stoic, I noticed the Marvel characters always travel and fight in packs like wolves. They never fight alone, always together. It's really what I hear you saying.
Yep.
Righteous Daughter.
That's why we have to tribe up. Go ahead.
Righteous Daughter says there was a AI robot that they were trying to shut down and it duplicated itself without them knowing.
Wow, I like the name, Righteous Daughters. Go ahead.
Stoic says that spiritually, that's how we will be once we come together. Fight in packs like wolves, not alone. Jeremiah says the planet alignment was yesterday and there was so much cloud coverage we could not see it. Stoic says I'm crying. Trouble says Sika with hearts. Trouble says greetings.
Hold up.
Everybody's laughing. Mississippi, Willie, Stoic is laughing. Mississippi says, you invoke the wind. Stoic says, Sika, you Professor X, we the X-Men. Willie says, Sika, I have power. I just can't talk about it on this.
I believe you. I know you do. I attract my kind. A lot of y'all, I don't like her because she gay. I don't like her because that ain't why you here. Some of you is, some of you not. You here because we the same kind of people, but you can't see past the bullshit. See, because when it comes to them, they don't care what your color, your nothing. They tribe. You get in if you fit in. We got too many, but they teach us to have separation. You know what I mean? They teach us this ain't Turtle Island, but this is New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland. Like all this separation. But they don't separate though. They are one fucking unit. They move as one unit. But they separate the help. They separate how we move. They give us the tell-eye vision. They tell us how to feel and how to think. They give us the musicians to tell us what affirmations that we should be calling on every day. That's music. Music is your affirmation. Your song is your affirm. So that's why on the radio they play it over and over and over again, because they want you to sing this the mindset they want you in today. When they wanted all the black women not being supported or supporting the black men, they put Beyonce out there. They put it on the top of the chart, and for months they made us sing all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. Put your hands up. Everybody singing, even the men, all the singing. It's because it was a good song. So everybody affirmed for them. So they use them. They make sure they get the best of us. They make sure they get the best casters of us. So they put you on a stage and call it American Top Model and American Idol. And they put you, which ones of them are the best of the casters, and then give them a record deal. So then you, who didn't make it, still aspiring to be fucking Beyonce, who was just a caster with the witches. You see how that works? So they put you in front of the world and make the world choose, we want her. Now, then they take you and give you the record deal, the records, the information, the records, the affirms. And then once you affirm it, you singing it, then they put you out there and make you motion it. The dance. Every song that come out, y'all create a dance to it, or they put out a dance to it. That's what BET was about. Black entertainment television. That's what MTV is about. That's why they give you music videos, because they show you the dance that they want you to do to help this intention. Because dancing is acting out intention. Don't you see it? So if you're seeing all the single ladies, all the single, y'all know what I'm talking is right. Y'all know what I'm talking is right. Look what time it is. It's still about like 4 o'clock. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking is right. The whole thing is just casting. When are we? You know a good movie to watch, y'all? Watch it's comedic, but watch Kung Fu Hustle. In Kung Fu Hustle, in the Last Airbender, because in the Last Airbender, they did shit in tribe. Everybody who lived in this tribe was an airbender, was a waterbender. These were all the airbenders. These were the earthbenders. These were the firebenders. The Fire Nation was the bad people. They all had the same agenda. They all had the same magic and the same powers. Everybody acted theirs out the way that, on their own. Kung Fu Hustle, all these people in this town, they were a tribe. They had this, did I do the right thing? They had this, Burke, I should have went down further. They had this magic. Nobody knew that they all had this magic in this town. Listen, but they practiced when they cooked. They practiced when they, what you do that metal, hammer and metal call, that art, or whatever. We don't practice. Most of us, they have us not practicing. And then as soon as you practice, they make sure your neighbor is going to be the one to call you a witch, a demon, when they're the demons. They sit back and laugh how their methods work on the gods. Where we're afraid to use our abilities. We're afraid to use our powers. We worried about what the neighbors say, and our mother going to say, fuck all of them is what I say. Because they're ignorant. They don't know. You have to be the one to show them. And when we come together and we show them, oh, then they believe. That shit 10 years ago, we couldn't even talk about half the stuff we talk about now. When I came out at 19, they was gay bashing. They was beating gay people in the head with stuff. I ain't lying to you. They called it gay bashing. My ex got gay bashed in Richmond. Some guys, her and her girlfriend, beat them down. Now got laws. But people like me stood the ground. I don't give a fuck what y'all was talking about. You living your life, I'm going to live mine. I didn't care what you was talking about. And I lived my life. Now I got people actually listening to the gay girl. See, it wasn't so bad. I wasn't going to take your girl. I wasn't thinking about you. I was living my life like you living yours. And that's what we have to do. We got to push for, stand your ground. I got put out at 15 years old. I lived on the street and ate out of trash cans because of my lifestyle. Because I would not do dingling. I wasn't interested. You can't make me do that. You can't make me get raped. Because that's what it would feel like to me. You can't make me do that. This is my body. But it is by that virginity that is my wisdom. How about that? Who'd have thought? Now the gay girl making water programs and changing your DNA. Just mind your business. Everybody mind their business. And just do what we came here to do. That's what we worry about. If I'm a sinner, then after I finish with all I'm doing here and help as many as I can, then I'll just go to hell. And you'll be happy. But while we're here, let's get the fucking work done, spiritual being. Let's do what we're supposed to do. Just worry about that. Because how do you even know about my lifestyle? Have you ever seen me do anything with a woman? You ain't seen my business. You don't know nothing about me. You can hear me talk about shit. You ain't seen nothing. That's your visual. You visualizing me. Mind your business. Got other shit to do. My stomach is queasy. Let me go get a ginger beer. Settle something. Eat some ginger. Okay, y'all. Okay, read real quick because I'm about to go. Y'all know I love you. Listen, his louse to us. Meditate at 8. 8 o'clock, your time. Just if you do nothing else but say it 3 times, put your mind into the game for a minute, 5 minutes. We remove all disagreeable energies and entities from the governments around the world. We remove all disagreeable energies and entities from the governments around the world. Feel it, see it. See the White House explode or something. We remove our disagreeable energies and entities from the governments around the world because I swear I think it's working. I think it's working. I think we're doing something. We're doing something. Just keep doing it. Just keep putting your energy into it. Continue to support us. Get your water program. If nothing else, that's what we've been playing the whole time. Playing the whole time all. Total Healing 3.0. DNA repair. Get your DNA repaired. DNA revolution. All right, what they saying real quick?
Pimple popping. Who would have known? Laugh out loud. King says, hold on.
Who said that?
Oh, that's Doreen. Mississippi says, don't show me. My face is clear. Willie says, I can feel energy over the phone and videos are worse. Stoic says, at Mississippi, you funny too. The diabolical pimple. Mississippi says, and before sleep is when your mind is the most easily influenced. Mississippi says, Stoic, yes, that's some nasty work, laugh out loud. Willie says, so I can control what I watch and listen and look at and too. Mississippi said, I just screamed so loud when you said 50 pounds. Oh my God. Doreen says, ha ha ha. Jeremy says, my energy is when I pass by animals, some form of fashion give preference to me. Mississippi says, woo, now that's good. Thank you for the laugh, Sika. Doreen says, oh Lord, casters. Mississippi says, dang, 4 casters? Willie says, I'm a soap maker who haven't made soap for about 11 years. I will soon start making my soaps again with mindfulness.
All of that is magic. Take that soap and heal the people with that soap. Put your magic in. I'm telling you, I could cook a meal that'll make them high in that house. They be like, woo, oh, like they be making noise and moaning because I put my energy in it. All of it's magic. Go ahead.
Willie says, you are my family and my tribe.
That's right.
Always. Stoic says, wow, this is deep. King says, the blueprint to the revolution is within the DNA. King says, layered. Willie says, Ashe. King says, the mission. Nicole says, love you, thank you.
He's lost it us. Okay, I appreciate everybody for being here. Y'all, just worry about you right now. Because they're gonna keep throwing stuff. Stuff's gonna keep coming. This is the beginning of what these people are doing. Get right. Get a plan. Get with your tribe. Start working your way out to cities. Get a storehouse for these emergencies that's coming up. Share it with your family. Get somebody over here, get waters. Somebody over here get this. Somebody over here get this. So if things go down, y'all bring it together. If you can't afford everything. If you had nowhere else to go, get a cargo carrier. Turn it into a tiny house. Get a car to pull it. Make that your focus. If you don't have a car or in a van or something like that you can use for the emergency, then you don't need to be buying nothing else until that's accomplished. Make it a goal. I took a cargo carrier and I turned it into a little mobile hospitality, place of hospitality. If I could turn into that, you could have made, put a little kitchen in there, a little camping stove. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. She bit my eye. You can make a little camping stove in there, a little bed in there, place a little toilet area in there. Come on. If you got children, you need to have some kind of backup plan. Everybody want that little fancy car when your money tight. But when the emergency comes, And with the way the world is going, like all those people had to flee. Some of them, all the money they had was in them hills. They don't have nothing else. They was in just regular cars and don't have nowhere to go. But if they had a motorhome, or you know what I mean, and they had money, if they'd have bought themselves motorhomes and stuff like that, they'd be cruising right now to the mobile home park for $25 a day. A place to regroup and reset. You can live in a van in incognito in the city, in Walmart parking lot. Just keep the noise down. You know? They trying to stop that though, because once Sam Walton died, you know, Sam Walton is the man that owns Walmart. He owns Walmart and Sam's Club. And it's the first thing he built was Walmart. And he lived in one of those old Volkswagen campers while he built it. So he said Walmart will always be for people that can any campers can stay in that lot for free. But once he transitioned, now they trying to, you know, some Walmarts still do it, some don't. Nobody's honoring him anymore. But that's why that was allowed. There's many more places you can go. Bass Pro Shop, I know, I'll be out on the road. Bass Pro Shop, you can pull your camp in Bass Pro. Some don't like the name and I don't either, but if there's nothing else around, go to Cracker Barrel. Truck stops. You know what I mean? It's places you can live in your vehicle. And them little trailers don't cost much as you can convert it. It'll be enough that can house a lot of stuff in there. You and your babies and your animals or whatever. I'll always keep an RV around me. Always. It's 3 or 4 RVs around me right now. It's always RVs around me. It's a contained unit. Toilet, bathroom, sink, stove, refrigerator, table that turns into a bed, another bed. Like, I'm just saying, y'all gotta start thinking ahead. Y'all been with me for a long time, and y'all be saying, you've been saying this for a long time. You see why? Because when I woke up this AM at 6:30, when I opened my eyes, the light shut off then, because I saw the light on my phone. It just shut off. The light to the power strip just shut off. So I'm like, what the hell just happened? The whole neighborhood went out at 20 degrees. I had what I needed. I just had to get up and go get it, but I had what I needed. We still had heat. We did things smart, like we had heating blankets that could run off of your jackery or your solar power system. So when it's cold, for those people who sleep in their cars, you don't have to cut your car on for heat. You could take a jackery, a Blue Eddy, whatever the name of your solar generator that you're charging up by the sun, or when you drive, you can plug a cigarette lighter, it charges it up. Put the panel out on the roof of the car, it'll charge it up. You plug that at night, plug your blankets into the battery. Get one. That was a lot of lack of control with that. That baby was way too far from her. She there and the baby at the sun. Mm-hmm. Anyway, they got like battery powered hand warmers now. We got all of that. A heating pad you can plug into a jackery without having the car on and being unsafe. There's all kind of stuff y'all can do. And mind you, y'all know all the worst shit always happen in the winter. But people have nowhere to go. You so sleepy. Come here, baby. Okay. But people have nowhere to go. Y'all just be prepared. Keep your head up. And the spiritual game need to be the only one you playing right now. I'll talk to y'all soon. Hold up. It's lost to us. There you.